Hey there, YouTubers. I just got this in the mail. Ganzo, right? Model number G746-1-CF. So this is a carbon fiber one. This is one of the carbon fiber ones that I haven't put my hands on yet. And there's a few others that I haven't. It's really strange. They just make them quicker than I can buy them, it seems like. It's crazy. Of course, it comes in the slide out box with the velvet pouch, or that ain't velvet, but feels velvety. Gel pack, blah, blah, blah. Do we really have to go through that? No. Knife. So this is a different design. And it's different, all right. I kind of had to. It took me a little while to kind of look at this knife and try to decide if I like it or not. It's different. It's kind of this long, thin shape. It would be good as like a stiletto, I think. And it kind of is a dagger type of knife. Let me wipe it down. God only knows. Shiny blade, satin blade. It is kind of a dagger look, isn't it? False edge back here. Dual thumb studs, of course. Full stainless. Steel liner. It's not skeletonized or anything. And you got your piston lock, arc lock, whatever you want to call it. It's easy to open one-handed, obviously. It's a little sticky still, so you kind of got to really. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm trying to figure this out. I mean, you got some jimping up here. Trying to figure out whether I like this knife or not. I mean, it's carbon fiber, and I thought, well, anything Ganzo makes that's got carbon fiber on it, it's a winner. This is a little strange. Take a look at it. I mean, when I got it out of the box and I looked at it, to me, it looked like there's this huge handle. Look at that length of the handle. And it's little tiny blade on the end. It to me kind of looks a little disproportionate because of that. But we'll talk about that later. You got a lanyard hole back here, kind of an open lanyard hole thing, which is, it's okay. Yeah, it's probably not my favorite placement for a lanyard or a lanyard hole in my book. This is set up for right hand, tip up, carry, or left hand, tip up, carry. No tip down carry option here. Tip up, left or right. Okay? Let's talk about the blade. It is not even 3.5. It's like 3.25-inch blade. Okay? I thought it looked a little short. And it's, what, 7.75 overall, for all intents and purposes. So it's not a huge knife. Let's see if we can give you a little bit of zero it out here for blade stock thickness. Let's check that out. Come on, get a hold here. Yeah, about right. So that's not a real thick blade stock. 125. Because a 1/4 inch would be 2.5, so that's half of that practically. 1/8. See, just a little, right at 3 millimeter. Yeah, right there. So, a little thinner blade stock than normal on some of the knives that we've looked at, but it's probably appropriate for this. You've got an open standoff design. 1, 2, and your blade stop pin right here. Ambidextrous thumb studs. False edge, as I said before, satin grind. Let's take a look on the other side, and it's the G746-1-CF, is at least what it says on the box. 440C, and the fabulous carbon fiber / G10 laminate handle. And let's check it out. Let's see. Well, let's make sure we're zeroed out first on this. And check out the thickness. And that's 13 millimeters overall. Let's go to inches maybe. That might be helpful. Okay. 1/2 inch thick. Like most. Okay. How about the blade grind? Does that look symmetrical? Well, you can kind of see right here. That's pretty doggone close right there. And it goes all the way out to the end. Top, just above dead center there on both sides. Yep. Looks like pretty symmetrical blade grind. Okay. So it's a 3 1/4 inch blade. Not a big long blade, but a good EDC blade. And the clip, pocket clip, nice, not real obtrusive. And it's got good snap to it. Easy to open, easy to close. 440C, I assume it's sharp. Oh God, who knows if it is or not. But we can always see if it kind of has. Yeah, it does. It has a good working edge on it. So there we go. Yeah, good and sharp out of the box. At least with a good working edge. We've got the jimping here. We've got enough handle, don't we? I mean, if you got a 3 1/4 inch handle, 3 1/4 inch blade, you got a 4 1/2 inch handle. So let's take a look. Okay, here's the G753. How long is the handle? About 4 3/4. Okay, and this handle was 4 1/2. So yeah, right at 4 1/2. So about a 1/4 inch longer handle on this one than on this one. A 1/4 inch longer blade on this one than this one. So I guess it's proportional. For some reason, it just seemed to me that the handle was long and the blade looked short. Does that look like that to you? It looks like that to me. It seems like, well, okay, look at this. Here's how I kind of tell. You put the knife back in and look at how much room you've got right there between that and the end. Right? I mean, you want the blade to kind of fill the handle, but you don't want to be able to get your tip of your finger cut by that blade. On this one, take a look at this. See where this blade goes down in here? You got from here to out here is the difference. It's because of the lanyard hole here. So they've really extended the handle probably another, oh God, 1/4 inch or so, more than let's start at 2 inches kind of here and look. You know, almost 3/16. Let's say quarter. Let's say just a little over a quarter inch. Longer than it needed to be because of this. See, I mean, here they're incorporating the lanyard hole here and away. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I would just as soon have the lanyard hole. And let's bring in the 741, right? Put the lanyard hole up here. I don't know. I mean, this is why do you need to... I mean, this is a huge knife here. This is about 3 3/4 inch, I think, blade. And look at the handle, about the same length. See the 741? Let's check that blade length, but I know it's over 3.5. It's about 3 3/4, right? See that? Okay. But, I mean, but look at the handle length. I know maybe I'm just getting a little over sensitive about this, but, you know, look at this. 3 1/4 inch blade on top, 3 3/4 inch blade on the bottom. Handle length just seems so much even, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And that's why it just seems a little disproportionate to me. I don't know if it's just an optical illusion, but it drives me crazy. I mean, that handle length here is, well, just a little over 4.5. You know, maybe an eighth over. Okay, so that doesn't explain the extra. I mean, this has got an extra 1/2 inch on the end of blade. So this handle is a little disproportionately long. And that's why it looks like a little blade is folding into this huge handle. And it is because when you put it back into here, you got a lot of room left. Well, of course, you don't want to cut your paracord lanyard off or, you know, whatever if you have a lanyard. But I don't know. I mean, maybe you got to put it there because the handle here is so thin, so the width is not that much. Do you need a lanyard hole? I mean, I guess you have to have room for this, but you could have probably moved this down a little bit and cut. I don't know. I mean, just seemed like I have nothing against a 3 1/4 inch blade, and it's not real fat this way either. And it's not bad that it's this long kind of stiletto handle design. It definitely gives you enough handle for your hands. There's no question about that. It's all of that and more. You got some jimping on down here. You got jimping up here. None in the back or around here. And it's nice and smooth. Fit and finish is good. I mean, these Ganzo knives, I mean, geez. I don't know. Don't worry, because I'm going to be doing a video on the Inland EL01. I got a wood-handled one in. And I'll tell you what, all kinds of grief with that thing. You know, it's just hard to beat the Ganzo as far as a budget knife goes. Whew, for the price. I mean, I think this thing was like $16. I mean, that's what you pay for an Inland EL01, and I'm sorry, there is no comparison. I mean, the EL01 won't even flip. I mean, it's a horrible, horrible freaking thing. Here, I'll show you. This piece of garbage. This one I had all kinds of trouble with, and this is not the wood-handled one. And it'll flip now. I mean, but I got this pivot backed off. Whew. This one's the better of the two. The wood-handled one was like right out of the box. I mean, I flip it as hard as I could, and it go like that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yes, nice knife. Let's see what it weighs, because that's important when you're carrying a small knife like this. It's kind of almost bordering on a gentleman's knife, except, you know, if the handle were a little shorter, it'd be in that category. But it's fairly light. We'll see how much it weighs. Get her into camera focus here. I guess I need one that is battery only, and that way I don't have to have the cord to it. 3.9, it's under 4. Woo! Woo! Yeah. That's pretty light. That's pretty light. Oh, let's take Mr. Meatbone here. I mean, this 741, I mean, a big one. And I'll tell you what, if this is my choice to carry right here. I like 3 3/4, or at least I've been carrying this recently. I just keep going to this one. I really like the blue hardware. I know it's not titanium anodized or anything. It's just a stained blue, but I like it. I like the looks of it, and I love the blade design of this. So I guess we're having a Ganzo CF party, carbon fiber. I like this kind of ProTech blade thing, and it's really sharp. This one's really cool. I kind of like this canoe design, don't you? I mean, this, it keeps the blade enclosed real easy. Not a lot of it hangs up out, and it's a big boy. In any case, let's throw this on the scale. What the hell? Woo! Okay, it's over 5 ounces, and that's with carbon fiber, or G10 laminate, etc. And this one, throw it on. 4.5. So this beats them all. This beats them all. That's pretty light. Oh, it's up to 4. How did it get to 4? I thought it was 3.8. Okay, it's right at 4. But yeah, that's a light knife. It just depends. I think this is just going to be in the eye of the beholder. I mean, they make this style of knife in other, in G10, different color G10 handles and stuff. So it's not like it's not a popular model. It looks like, from my observations on going on GearBest and the other sites and looking at the models for sale and kind of checking things out on YouTube. Don't see a lot of reviews on this one on YouTube of this carbon fiber one, maybe 1 or 2. One's British and the rest are, a bunch of them are in other languages. So, yeah, I mean, it's good, it's sharp, it's light. It's got that kind of long Italian stiletto kind of handle in a way. Maybe almost a handle like a Hubertus knife from Germany, those ones with the lever automatics on them. But yeah, I like it. I mean, at least they did these little cutouts so you can get your thumb under the thumb stud. And it really, it's easy. That thing is, wow. The action on this is great. There's no question about that. Let's get you out of the way, buddy. You're bugging me. Yeah. I mean, it's light. It's sharp. It's got a blade design that, it leaves some meat back here on the spine. So power in piercing, right? Interesting. Well, hey. It's all carbon fiber goodness. I mean, I don't have the, I don't have, well, there's several others. Others that I've had were the 7392, I think, or 7293. And the other one that's more the coffin handle on the back. That's a 751 or something like that. Can't remember. In any case. Yeah, good carbon fiber. I really like the look of it, especially maybe it's not a pure carbon fiber. I understand that, but it's a nice, classy look at an extremely competitive price. It's sharp. The steel is good, and ambidextrous thumb studs, so they're not cheaping out on that. They're giving you some good jimping. And the piston lock works great. I mean, it's just such a great one-handed knife. They're light. They're easy to carry, especially this one. Don't know that this is my favorite. I think, of all of them, this might be my least favorite carbon fiber model. But I've got others on the way that we're going to have to check out. Don't want to let the cat out of the bag or anything, but there's some other Ganzos coming in. There's some new ones coming out, and not all of them are really available yet. I saw kind of a thing on the Ganzo knife site that shows these models, but if you cruise around GearBest, DHgate, you don't see them. You don't see them for sale yet. Some of them. So it'll be interesting when they come out and I get to get my hands on them and see what they're like. They're interesting designs that I think are really cool. So in any case, nice action, nice and light, great user. Just thought I'd put it out there for your consideration. Let's get the box here so you can see the model number. Again, G746-1-CF. All right, guys. Thanks for your time. And keep having fun with them knives.